Oscar Mike it's what saved me from being a depression case.
I think a big thing is when you're newly injured, you don't realize the new world that's out there. I mean, this is a whole new world, and the biggest problem was not knowing. And now that we know this is available, it's like you don't want to hesitate.
A euphoric high, getting out safely, lowest of lows. Tell me about March of 2003.
So we actually led the entire invasion of Iraq, and as the point unit. So we saw a lot, and we got to do a lot.
But then you come back home in June 2nd in California. What happened?
3 days after I got home from the invasion, another Marine fell asleep at the wheel driving right as we were turning on into base on Camp Pendleton. We rolled down a pretty big hill about a dozen times, and I broke my neck in the accident, collapsed lungs, broke a bunch of other stuff. Woke up in a hospital about 5 days later for them to tell me I was paralyzed and life was going to be a little bit different from then on out. A lot of drinking and doing things that I shouldn't have been doing all seemed to start to dissipate when I got involved in adaptive sports. And then I started an organization called Oscar Mike, which actually means on the move. We used it, it was a term that we used it on the radios in Iraq. And so knowing my story and other guys that had very similar stories of being at the best physical condition of their lives and then being injured, we wanted to get them back on the move, Oscar Mike. Because after you start getting physically active, you get a piece of you back and you start living the way you used to live.
In a sense, it's re-bricking your road, your path.
Exactly.
One piece at a time.
A friend of mine had tried talking me into it for 2 years, and I just kept saying, I'm a quadriplegic. I'm not going skiing. It doesn't make any sense. And he just kept saying, trust me, and I went, and it was the best time of my life. And it was the first adaptive sport I had done. After that, it was like sky's the limit. Let's go skydiving, let's go surfing.
The stories you hear from other vets and disabled vets, put it into context for me if you can on hearing those stories and seeing where lives could go south in a real hurry.
I hear a lot of really touching stories and hard stories to hear, but a lot of times, if I'm hearing them, it's because somebody reached out or somebody is doing something to share how they changed their trajectory. If they embrace that Oscar Mike mentality of getting back on the move, it means they've done something to change that trajectory or that they want help changing it. And that means that there's the ability to help them out. I did it to help my brothers and sisters. I knew I had the ability to help people out and I wanted to. And I made an effort to change that. That's all I did.
Tell me how the Bears are helping too, getting your message across, and Oscar Mike and the organization and the company. How is that?
The Bears' support has been unbelievable. I actually never thought in a million years that the Bears would be helping us out. Like I said, I've grown up a diehard Bears fan my whole life. And then to know that the Bears were getting behind us on some stuff, just like, I feel like a little kid, I'm all excited. This is about inspiration and getting people active. It's not necessarily a handout, and that's not what we do really. We give people the ability to take charge of their own lives. Everybody would love the job that I have. It's unbelievable.